You know, the human experience is riddled with hate, anti-Semitism, Catholicism, and racism. Any reasonably literate person is aware of the atrocities of war and political strife that has befallen humankind. The Holocaust against Jews by Nazis, the racist lynchings of blacks in these United States, the merciless war against Native Americans. The annals of history are rife with the heartless example of man's inhumanity to man, and it is usually for politics and/or political reasons. Unfortunately, it's not possible today for us to experience the living tyranny of an Adolf Hitler, a Joseph Stalin, or a Hirohito. If we're curious about them, we must learn their stories from moldy history books. But it is highly unusual to hear directly from the lips of a living, breathing political hate-monger. Case in point is Fresno State University professor RANDA, who celebrated the death of former First Lady Barbara Bush because, according to her politics, she had raised a war criminal son in George W. RANDA, in her hideous human form, is living proof that progressive politics can physically transform you into an ugly person. RANDA is the pestilence poured into the heads of our young people in college today. It's interesting how left-wing activists who see their politics and use their politics to justify their bad taste eventually morph into the physical personification of their narrow political views. As physically offensive as she is, RANDA's remarks toward Mrs. Bush aren't unique. Barbara Bush has moved on. She lived in this world for 92 years. Her legacy as a wife, mother, and grandmother is a great one. May she rest in peace. However, what fascinates me is how the totalitarianism of the left has shape-shifted them into the physical ugly people so many of them are. Michael Moore, Rosie O'Donnell, Joy Barr, Whoopi Goldberg, even Robert De Niro are just a few examples of how their left-wing socialism has transformed them into the phantoms of their own opera.